Good morning, everyone, or afternoon, I should say. It is minus 28 here in Fort McMurray today. Frost on the trees, and we have glorious blue sky, which I happen to love. A little bit warmer today than it was yesterday. And it's always good to see the sun shining. Here we go. It is still a very cold day out here in Fort McMurray. My phone says minus 29, but my truck says minus 39. Who's to say? The sun is still shining, so that's what matters the most to me, is when I see the sunshine. Trees are really frosty. It's like a winter's wonderland when you're driving through it sometimes. It always gets like that when it's bitter cold. Trying to turn down the heat things. Just trying to let my truck warm up for a few minutes before I get going. I thought it was warmed up, but still not where it should be, I guess. Tires still feel like blocks of ice. Yeah, it's been a cold week. It's supposed to warm up a little bit this week coming. We'll see. It's supposed to be around minus 20 and in the teens, 17 and 18. So the phone app says. But we'll see. I've really been missing my walks. But it is what it is, eh? I have a crack in my windshield. I never had no crack in my windshield, and I took it in for servicing, and when I got it back, there was a crack in it. And now it has gone down there, right across, and up, and over the windshield. So I don't know what happened, but I can't remember there being any hit or anything with the windshield up till that moment. So, yeah. So it looks like this year now I'm going to have to replace my windshield. Because it's cracked way over. Didn't even get time to go to a windshield repair place to get it looked at. Happened just before the winter was coming in, and yeah. Always something, eh, folks? Always. It never fails. So I know a lot of people here in Alberta yesterday got an emergency alert last night. I know I did. Stating not to plug in your vehicles or turn on any lights, turn off everything, because the power grid was not working great or being overused or whatever. So much for fossil fuels and stuff, eh? Oh my. So if you had an electric car, it would definitely be dead here this morning because it couldn't be plugged in and it would freeze up. It uses way too much power anyway. Leaders of this world today need a lot of prayer. Prayer that God will change their hearts. Because they're being demonically controlled by none other than the old devil himself. Thing I like about winter. I don't like the cold, but I like the beauty of it. Yeah, I think when God made the world, He knew exactly what men would need when we need it. And He's given us knowledge of how to use it. I mean, you think oil and all that was around when Christ was born? Or 1500s. Yeah, it's always been there. But knowledge is increasing more and more all the time. Now, do I agree with some of the knowledge that's being put out today, like all this with AI? No, I don't. I don't agree with Klaus Schwab wanting to turn us all into robots, implant things in our brains. Nope, don't agree with that. I think that man is literally the son of Satan himself. Oh, look at those pretty trees. Isn't that gorgeous? I know he's not, he needs prayer desperately, but there is a demonic spirit upon him. Very, very demonic. As with all of them who are involved with this Great Reset and all that propaganda that's going on, and making viruses, chemically made things just to kill off people. It's nothing but pure demonic. They want to rule the world. Yeah. Everybody wants to rule the world. Well, there's only one true ruler, and that's Christ himself when he comes back. He's the only one who can rule the world in peace. Got this guy right behind me. Some people that I would, or I said in my video earlier the week, that I would go down to Camel College and go around there. But it has been so cold and the roads are so slippery that I just did not make it down to Keanu. I And to be honest, I'm probably not going to be able to go down there now until spring. I just hate driving in the winter. I mean, I don't mind driving here in my own world, liquid. But I do not like to travel downtown. It's like I grind. I do have to go down there at some point, but just can't really save the day. I do not like traveling at all in the winter. I mean, I like going for a ride. I like how I'm going here now, just taking my time, not a whole lot of traffic or anything around. But to go downtown involved in traffic, oh, yikes, no, can't stand it. Raises the question for me, even for my retirement, because I purchased some land out in the boonies. And yeah, like, I just don't know. Like, winter traveling. My friend Faye says, well, Shelly, you always did travel. Like, what's wrong with you? You gotta get over it. Like, you know, you gotta get past it. But just something clicked in me the day that me and my daughter almost went over the bridge that evening. That I just don't have the same oomph to go. And travel in the winter. 21 don't know, I was on my way to Gregoire to drop a Christmas gift off for my friend. This is years ago. And about 8 or 9 years ago. And when I start to go across the bridge, well, actually I was past the bridge, and then on my way up Beacon Hill it started to rain, and managed to go up and come down the hill. But by the time I got to the bridge to come across to Thickway, it had started to freeze. Anyway, it was freezing rain, and I was, as it happened, I was just kind of creeping along, and this guy, he went past me in this truck, and not my truck, but his truck, and was going like bat out of hell, so to speak. And he started to spin out on the bridge, and as soon as I seen it, well, then I touched my brake, and then I start going around and around and around. I start spinning, and my truck, or my van I was driving at the time, it plopped up on the rail, and I was facing our water treatment plant, and the van, it lifted up, and I thought, oh my world, we're going over the bridge, and my daughter was in the van with me, and she was screaming. And anyway, the van dropped down and she spun around. Don't know why people can't take their shopping carts. So leaving them in the road. Laziness. And so anyway, the car, it fell down, and when it stopped and it was facing towards Back Island, which was the complete opposite of the water treatment plant. And as it happened, the cars that were coming behind me, they had all stopped. Thank the Lord. Thank God, thank God. And so anyway, my daughter, she was beside herself. So I was like, oh my God, do I have tires? Is it busted? And I was like, oh, just go home, just go home. So I just put the car in drive, and or she may have already been in drive, but I just proceeded to go on home. And I just kept praying, oh Lord, just get us home. Oh Lord, just get us home. And I pulled into my driveway, and I'm going to tell you, there wasn't a scratch on the van. Nothing. I thought the whole front end of her may have been gone. I know, stupid of me, but since that night, I've been so fearful of winter driving. I try not to be fearful, but it was just such a horrible experience. And hearing my daughter, how she was freaking out, was just something else. Anyway, I have to stop right now, run into the store for a few minutes. I'll be back in a few. Made it back out from the store. Thank God Almighty. Almost slipped coming back out. Thank God. Would have been nasty if I had to fell right back. Oh my. I have to say, groceries are so expensive. I don't know how anyone with a big family is doing it these days. I mean, wow. Guess it's the same always, no matter where you are. I was watching something on YouTube there the other day about this guy who was traveling north to a job site in northern Alaska. It was called the most expensive grocery store in America. For just a tiny bottle of mayonnaise, like $21. Like, wow, a loaf of bread, $15. See all the exhaust coming out of people's cars from the cold. especially when you're just sitting there waiting for the light to change. Careful here because this is a high collision intersection and some people just drives way too fast. Yeah, I was talking with my mom last night and she was talking about how expensive everything was down in Edmonton, even at Subby store and that down there. And I said, "Yep, be glad you're not living in northern Alaska." And I was telling her about this store. She said, "Like, that is awful." Awful prices. Yep. Guy says, well, the oil company pays really good money. To the people who live there. Yeah, they pay it, but they're surely paying it out too. I don't think, folks, come on. Like we pay here in Fort McMurray way, way, way too much money too. I mean, I don't really think that a bottle of mayonnaise or whatever should be like $21 or whatever. Like, come on. I mean, it's bad as that, I guess, here almost, well, $8, $9, I guess. Ridiculous what the prices are. So ridiculous. And the worst thing is we're dependent so much on all these big stores to get us our products that, you know, if the trucks broke down or say there was an EMP strike and you couldn't move your vehicles, well, a grocery store only has about 72 hours worth of food. And not even that much. I'm going to tell you, like, when the pandemic was on, oh my world. Like, I was there around the pharmacy area in the store I work in, and I went down another aisle and I was in the other aisle about 20 minutes, and when I came back there was not one bit of cough and cold medicine left. It took us months to recuperate. We're still not even recuperated from it. Like, it's so hard to get cough and cold. And, well, we all know what happened with the toilet paper, right? I mean, that was a phenomenon in itself. People stocked up. I don't know what they were thinking about when they came with the toilet paper. I mean, it was crazy. Beyond. You couldn't keep toilet paper on the shelves. As fast as you were putting it out, people were gobbling it up. It was like, wow. I'm grabbing it up or whatever, and I gobble it. And I would gobble it down, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I think sometimes we need to get back to being more self-reliant though on things, because, and like, you know, if you got a garden, if you got a yard in a city, I really think, you know, you should be, instead of planting flowers, plant food. Take the time and grow it, because, and I tell you, I'm not just talking to you guys, I'm talking to myself here, because it's becoming unbelievable expensive, and you know, you need to be able to learn some of these skills, and if you can, I mean, flowers are beautiful, yes, but I'm going to tell you, they're not going to be able to feed your belly. And it's always good to learn to bottle things up and stuff and have it on hand. Anyway, folks, that's my rants for today. I've touched on a variety, I guess, of subjects. But anyway, wherever you are today, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. I hope it's warmer than here. It's still saying minus 39. My phone is saying minus 29, so anyway, you can pick one, whichever one you want. I'm going to put minus 29 down on my title off this video, but yeah. Anyway, folks, have a great and wonderful day, and love on your spouses, and don't forget today to go see your parents, and love your kids and your friends, and don't forget to go and smile at someone that you don't know. You could be the only one that could be a light to that person today. Say hi to them. Jump out of your comfort zone, right? A smile can brighten anyone's day. Anyway, folks, take care. God bless, and we'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.